Hello student, today we are taking the concept of connecting devices in network. So today we are taking the concept of the types of devices we use in networking and the category of devices which are used in networking. So today in this lecture we are taking the passive hub, active hubs, bridge, 2-layer switches, router, 3-layer switches and gateways. Now in networking, these devices are divided, or we call the categorized, based on the layer in which they operate in network. So as we know, we already taken the concept of network OSI model and TCP/IP model. So on which layer this particular device work, based on that we categorize these devices into number of layers, or we call the categories. So these are the 5 categories of connecting devices in network. So first category is the below the physical layer, so in which it works, passive hub is used. Second is at the physical layer, the devices that operate on the physical layer is called repeater and hub. Third category is the devices that works or operate on the at the physical layer and data link layer. So these are the called bridge and 2-layer switch. The fourth category is the devices that operate at the physical layer, data link layer and network layer. So these are called the router and 3-layer switch. And the remaining, that is called the 5th layer, or you call the gateways, that operate on all these 5 layers. So based on which layer that particular device work, so we categorize these devices into 5 categories. Now we will take in details each device and the functionality of each device. So first we take the NIC, network interface card. It is a computer hardware component designed to allow computer to communicate over computer network. So it is a both OSI layer 1, that is called the physical layer, and layer 2, data link layer 2 device. So it provides the connection to transmission medium and provide the addressing using the MAC address. So it allows devices to connect to each other by either using cables and wireless. So by using network interface card, which operates on both layer, physical layer and data link layer, through which we can connect the devices on the networks or transmission media. So it can be a both wire and wireless. So these are the network interface cards for wire and wireless media. NIC has ROM chip that has unique media access control address burned into it. So whenever the manufacturer design a NIC card, at that time it gives the unique address that is called the MAC address. It also called the physical layer address, or we call the Ethernet hardware address. So NIC performs functions of physical layer and data link layer of OSI model. The media access control address, MAC address, is also called Ethernet hardware address or adapter address or physical address. So it is a unique identifier assigned to the most network adapter or network interface card by the manufacturer for identification. Now we will take the concept of repeater. The repeater operates at physical layer, so which is used to extend the length of cable by regenerating the signal. So it does not connect two LANs, rather it connects segment of LAN. Repeater forwards every frame, it has no filtering capability. So repeater works at the physical layer and it is used to connect the two segments of LAN, and repeater regenerates the signal, and it does not connect to LANs. So it is a part of LAN, and so it is used to extend the length of the local area network. The functions of repeater, it is a generator, not amplifier. So in repeater, so when we use the repeater between two segments of LAN, so it's recreate the signal and send to the other segments of LAN. So instead of amplifying the signal, so when we use the amplifier, it amplifies the both signal plus noise. Hub is a device for connecting nodes together to form a single network. Hubs work at the physical layer of OSI model. Hub is a form of multi-port repeater. Hub also participate in collision detection, forwarding jump signal to all ports if it detects the collision. So it is a used to create the single or simple form of single network, and it contains the number of ports. Through these ports we connect the number of stations or node to that particular hub. The types of hubs: passive hub, active hub, and third is an intelligent hub. A passive hub, a hub which does not need external power source because it does not regenerate the signal and therefore considered as a part of cable. So the passive hub just send the information. So it doesn't have any external power, so does not regenerate the signal, so it just used for the connecting the devices to the central point. Second is the active hub, a hub which generates the signal, therefore need external power supply. Intelligent hub, a hub which provides the error detection, and also it provides the functionality of active hub, so which regenerate the signals. By using these hubs, number of hubs, or by creating the hierarchy of hubs, so we can increase the length of LAN. So generally the 10 base TLAN have a limitation, it can use only for the 100 meters. We can increase the length of LAN by using the hierarchy of hub. Bridge is a layer 2 device. It does the function of physical and data link layer. As physical layer device, it regenerates the signal, and as a DLL, it checks the MAC address of source and destination contained in the frame. So what is the advantages of bridge? So LAN is divided into 2 or more segments. So bandwidth wise each segment is independent, thus we get more bandwidth per segment. For example, so without bridge, so in this case the bandwidth of total media is divided into 10 stations, but we can increase the bandwidth of this LAN segment by using the bridge. So we divide the number of stations into 2 parts. In first part it contains the 5 nodes which are connected to the Ethernet, and second part which contain the 5 nodes which are connected to second Ethernet. So with bridging each station gets the 2 Mbps bandwidth. Second advantages of bridge is separation of collision domains. So collision domains means what? When there are more than 2 stations send the frame simultaneously. So by using this we can separate the collision domains. So for example, without bridging there is only single collision domain. So if particular collision occurs, all the stations that are connected on the LAN stop working. So we can avoid this by creating the 4 collision domains by using the bridge. Bridge has a filtering capability, so it either forwards or drops the frames depending on the destination address. If the destination is on the same side from where the frame came, it drops, and if not, then it is forwarded to that port where it is connected. Bridge has a table used for filtering the frames. Now in this example, a bridge connecting 2 LANs. Now suppose there are 4 stations, 2 stations are connected on LAN 1 and another 2 stations or nodes connected on LAN 2, and it used the bridge to connect these 2 LAN segments, and this port 1 is connected. Port 1 is used to connect the LAN 1 and port 2 is used to connect the LAN 2. If the frame with destination address comes at port 1, so this particular bridge drops that particular frame. So for example, this 42 node send the frame to 41 node, this 41 MAC address of 41, at that time this bridge drops the packet, because the destination node is on the same LAN segment. If frame with destination address 41 comes at port 2, then it is forwarded to port 1. So we suppose this 12 number destination send the frame to this 41 MAC address, then at that time, and suppose that particular frame comes at the port number 2, then it forwards that frame to the port number 1, because the destination address is on the another LAN segment. So in this way, by using this filtering and this table, it performing the routing of the frames between the LAN segment. Two-layer switch or layer 2 switch. It is also one type of bridge, but there is a difference between bridge and switch. So bridge has few ports, and each of the port is shared among the many stations. So in bridge, it have a few ports, and each port shared with the many stations, while switch has many ports and one port for each station. So in this example, in this switch, it contains the number of ports, and all the stations are connected to the switch, each ports, specific ports. But in case of bridge, it have a few ports, and these ports are connected to the more than one stations, that is called the LAN segment. Switch has a buffer to hold the frames for processing, and has a switching techniques that forwards the frame faster. So if you have 4 computers A, B, C, D on 4 switch ports, then A and B can transfer the data between them, as well as C and D at the same time they can send the data between each other. So they will never interface with each other conversation. So because of this switch, so we can send the data faster by using the switching techniques. So if bridge is replaced by switch, two-layer switch, we get one collision domain per stations. So in this example, so we have 4 domain of collision. If we replace this network by using the switch, so then we get the collision per node. Router, it is a 3-layer device, so which works on the physical layer, data link layer, and network layer. The router connects independent LANs and WAN. So we use in internet to connect the LANs and WANs by using the routers. So routers forward the packet based on their logical address and the routing table. So in router, they use the IP address to send the packets from one LAN to another LAN, and they use the routing table to find out the suitable path for sending the packets. So routing table consists of at least 3 information fields: network ID, so that is called the destination network ID, not the destination host ID. So it find out the destination network on which that particular node is connected, so that is called the network ID. Cost, the cost or metric of path through which packet is to be sent. And next hop, the next hop or gateway is the address of next station to which the packet is to be sent on the way to its final destination. So routing tables have at least these 3 information: network ID, cost, and next hop. The gateway, so it works on all the layers, or we call the application layer. The routers are special case of gateway. So router can only connect 2 networks having same protocol, but the gateway can connect 2 networks having different protocol. For example, one network may use a different protocol for the connection, and second network is used the another type of protocol. For example, one is used the AppleTalk and another is the TCP/IP. So each protocol have a different format of message or transmission. So to transfer the information between these different types of network, it uses the gateway. So gateway is normally computer that operates at all the 5 layers of internet or all the 7 layers of OSI. Gateway can be implemented in hardware or software or both, but they are usually implemented by software installed within a computer and router. The gateway converts one protocol stack into another. in the network of company computer serves acting as a gateway node is also does additional functions such as a proxy server and firewall server. So apart from the conversion from one type of protocol to another type of protocol, some company, or we call the network company, use the gateway for the proxy server and firewall server. Now we will compare these devices. The comparison between repeater and hub. The repeater work layer 0 means that the below the physical layer, it is just part of the transmission media, and hub work at the physical layer. The basic function of repeater is regeneration of signal. The basic function of hub is it broadcasts the frame coming from station to all other stations. So this is a diagram of repeater. So it connects two LAN segment, and so it is increase the length of the cable, and after specific, so the repeater regenerates the signals, and in the hub it takes this frame from the stations and broadcast to the other stations. Subtypes, there is no subtypes in repeater. Subtypes in hubs are passive hub, active hub and intelligent hub. Application, the repeater is used to extend the length of the network, and the application of hub for connecting nodes together to form a single network. Now comparison between bridge and switch. The layer 2, the comparison between bridge and switch. The layers in OSI model, it works on the layer 2 data link layer, but with few ports. The switch also works at the layer 2 data link layer with more ports. So this is a diagram of bridge, so which connect the two LAN segment. In this, it have more ports than the bridge, and it can connect the multiple nodes to the central switch. The basic function and application. The bridge connects two LANs or two segments of same LAN, gives the more bandwidth to the each station by increasing the number of collision domains. The switch connects of same LAN, there is a one collision domain per station, so each station has a dedicated individual connection to switch. The difference between router and gateway. The router works at the layer 3 of OSI model, gateway works at the layer 7 of OSI model. The basic function of router is routing of packets from source to destination, and the basic function of gateway is protocol conversion. So it converts the protocol from one type of network to another type of network. The application, router is used to send the information, or we send the packet to the particular destination, and we can also use this gateway other than this conversion of protocol. Then other applications like proxy server, firewall server, network address translation.